What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel where we own our mindset, we shape our finances, and we take 100% of accountability of our life and everything that we do in it. My name is Accountability B. Been on a little of a hiatus, not too long, but I've been taking care of some business. So I got some exciting news, some good things that have been happening on top of this YouTube channel and the brand that I am building for Up to Me. I have actually embarked on opening a franchise, and the franchise is DonutNV. It's pretty popular. It's pretty up and down the East Coast. I know there's some franchisees in Midwest and then also in Texas. It's making its way around. I believe it was number 22 on fastest growing franchises in America. So I'm very proud, excited about that. And I kind of wanted to walk you guys through how I even got to this point. So earlier in the year, I did get contacted from an individual on LinkedIn who asked about, hey, I see something in your profile. Have you ever had thoughts of business ownership and things of that nature? And obviously, that's obviously been something that, has always been a driver for me. I knew I wanted to get into something of my own at some point and started going through the process. And I was actually approached with 3 different opportunities. And the other 2, actually, I thought, well, I won't say the other 2, but there was one that was sports related. And I really didn't, I was like, hey, that's probably the one that, is going to be for me. Very active, grew up playing 3 sports when I was younger. I'm like, yeah, this is probably going to be the one. I was kind of turned off by that one. Nothing that they did, but just when you're starting a franchise, you really need that brand recognition. And, you're doing it because you're buying an all-in-one system, basically. You're buying a system that is brand recognized. Like, you're buying something that the brand is going to be able to help you push and elevate your business and, kind of take the creative mind off of it and say, hey, like, I'm buying into a system that I believe in. So DonutNV came across my radar, loved everything about the business, low overhead, no brick and mortar. I'm able to be mobile. I'm able to be involved in my community. I'm able to give back to the community, and I'm able to spread the same message that I spread here on YouTube, and that it's up to me. And the things that you want in your life, you got to go after them and go get it. And nothing about this business did I ever think was going to be easy, but it's like, who loves donuts, right? Everyone loves donuts, right? And we make the best donuts. But truthfully, y'all, I have been on the grind the last week or 2, reaching out to different businesses. I just brought out some samples yesterday, dropped them off to different businesses, dropping off my business card, going to different apartment complexes. And this is all the grind of entrepreneurship and owning a business, and decided to take it full-time owner operator. And I'll give you a little backstory about what happened. So I decided to start with a new startup company at the beginning of this year. And if you know anything about franchises, basically the franchise vets you, you vet the franchise, and then they do what's called a confirmation day. And confirmation day is you go there, you ask questions about the brand, you ask questions about how the business has grown, ask questions about other franchisees, where they've seen success, where there's been pitfalls, all these different things. And then the franchise is asking you questions about, hey, are you the person that we feel can push this brand forward? Do you represent the standards that we have as a brand? Have you market to the community? Because when I'm going out there, they're not seeing Brian, they're seeing DonutNV. So the franchise needs to make sure that they have individuals within their organization that are pushing the brand message. And couldn't be more happy and thrilled with the team at DonutNV. They were amazing. They granted us the franchise. And back to my story, for confirmation day, leading up into that, I was going to be doing this as a semi-absentee. So I was going to be working my full-time job and then also running this, hiring someone who was going to be a manager of the truck. And 2 days before my confirmation day, unfortunately was pulled into the office. And based off of the state of the market in the nursing industry, the company just couldn't afford me for the position that I was fulfilling at that point in time. And so I got laid off. And I'll never forget, for a good week or two, man, I'm not even gonna lie, I was in my feelings. But then I really said to myself, like, hey, what is it that you're pushing out to the community? What is the message that you're instilling in everybody else? Is that these things are going to happen in your life, and it's all about how you respond to it. And I know for a fact there's plenty of people that have been in my situation or have been laid off or fired, whatever it may be, whatever word that you want to use. And I'm just here to tell you guys that a job doesn't define you. A job will never define you. I truthfully believe that God works in mysterious ways, but I just believe that everything happens for a reason. So if there's not a higher power that you believe in, I just believe there's a calling that everyone has. And 2 days before our confirmation day, that's the news that I got. And so I went into confirmation day thinking, you know what, maybe this was my sign that God really said, you have a higher calling. You have a blessing that you need to give to other individuals. And so, I went on a couple different interviews, and I just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm going to open this business, and I'm going to do this as an owner operator, and I'm going to give this business my all. And it goes hand in hand with what I'm trying to do on YouTube. And that is to spread the message that you have to take ownership of your life, and anything that you want in this world is in your grasp. But you got to be willing to embrace every piece of it, right? When I brought the trailer home, I'm like, I don't know how to back this thing up. I was scared just driving the thing, to be honest. You go through those things, right? You go through backing it up. You go through the trials and tribulations of driving it. And you go through the trials and tribulations of feeling unsure about yourself when you get laid off, and those things happen. It's natural. It's natural. The world will give you the excuse that you're looking for, right? And what I mean by that is it's easy to sit there and blame somebody else or find some other reason to be angry about, instead of looking in the mirror and saying, hey, Brian, what are you gonna do now? That action has already happened. It's up to you now. How are you gonna respond to this? What are you gonna put in place to make sure that you're not in this situation again? And I decided to go ahead and just quit corporate America entirely. Now, I do not begrudge anyone who is working for a company or anything along those lines. You can be completely successful working a job and doing something else. Me personally, I just have a bigger calling, and I knew that I just didn't want to work for anybody anymore. And I knew, I come from a sales background, and full disclosure, my highest grossing year, I've made over $300,000 in a year. And in sales, you are told to go out there and produce income. And when you go out there and do that, unfortunately, and many people have seen this in their corporations or their jobs, usually their commission structure gets changed or something of that sort. Not prohibit you. I've always been a big proponent of, hey, don't prohibit me from making the same amount of money that I made the year previous. I have no problem with you making it harder for me, right? But don't make it unattainable, right? And those are the things that I've always think that's fair, right? But I just knew that I was going out here selling and making money for the companies that I was working for, and in return, I was ending up getting that money stripped away in the form of a new commission plan and whatnot. And again, I don't begrudge any of those companies. I'm thankful for the opportunity. I've learned so much. It gave me the confidence to know that I'm good at what I do, to hone my craft, to really continue to pursue the no's and eventually get to those yeses. And it's just prepared me for where I'm at now in the business that I've started now. And so I'm very happy for the track that I've been on, because it's all a journey. You have to embrace the whole journey, right? I don't know what your story is, right? Or what situation or trial or dilemma that you've ever gone through in your life, but it's part of your story. Embrace it, right? Embrace it and use that as fuel and motivation to move forward in the next chapter of your life. Or are you at that job right now where you just feel complacent? It's Monday through Friday. Oh my God, it's Monday. Oh God, thank God it's Friday. And you're just in this hamster wheel, and you look up and next thing you know, you're at retirement. And that was my biggest fear. I never wanted to be in that situation where, I was just working somewhere and I was stagnant and I wasn't continuing to move and press the boundaries. And so that's what I've done with the YouTube channel. That's what I've done with this franchise. And I'm letting you guys into my life and everything that I'm going through in order to make this business successful. And while a lot of my time is going to be fully invested into my franchise, I can't forget about what the original message of this channel was. And it is to inspire and instill in individuals that you need to take ownership of your life and the blessings will come to you. I promise you that. If you just keep moving forward, if you just take some of the losses that you've had in your life and you say, you know what? That's just preparing me for the better blessing that's coming up forward. And I promise you, that blessing is coming, man. It's coming. So this is the original mission, and this goes hand in hand with what I'm doing. I got knocked down, but you know what? I got up and said, you know what? I'm taking life in my own hands, and I'm going to buy my own business. I'm going to have my own business. It's for me. And so now when I'm doing business development, I'm reaching out to different communities and businesses, and I'm selling my brand, which is Brian, right? But it's also the brand of the business, but I'm selling me. I'm selling me just as much as I'm selling donuts. And I got to truly believe in what I'm doing. But you know what? Not if, when the business is successful and I'm a pillar in the community and the community loves me and loves the sweetness that I'm giving to them through the form of donuts and fresh squeezed lemonade, then I could say that I did that. I'm the owner. Me and my team and anyone who I'm blessed to have support our brand, I can say that it was mine. And that might not drive everyone. It may not, but I knew that I have a higher calling. And, I looked my wife in the eye and told her I have a higher calling and I know this is where I need to be. So that is what I've been up to, y'all. I wanted to come on here, give you that full story of everything that's been going on. I haven't fallen off my fitness journey. I'm still being very active in the gym because ultimately, in 2024, I am aiming for the full sphere of what I would call success. And honestly, success for me really is being able to impact somebody's life. And whether that's someone who's watching this right now, or if it's somebody who, I can pull up in my trailer and see a young kid smile and see what's possible when you put your mind to something. It's see what's possible when you dare to be great, you dare to be courageous, you dare to be criticized by other individuals, and you still do it anyway. That is my definition of success. And I have grown now to 600 subscribers. I greatly appreciate everyone who's subscribed to the channel, but that's what we're here for, y'all. It's up to me. It's up to me to make it happen. Granted, there'll be people that help me out along the way, but every single action and choice that I make is up to me to make sure that it's aiding in the advancement of my life. And that's the main message that I want to give to you. You have choices to make in this world. Hell, it's not going to be easy a lot of the times, but I'm telling you, keep your head up. We all fall on tough times. It's happened to everyone. White, black, green, gay, straight, it doesn't matter, y'all. We may have had different challenges, but I say this as a young black man that it's possible. And that's the message that I want to give to individuals, that no matter what you're going through, no matter what discrimination or any of those trials that you've been through, it's possible. Get up, believe in yourself, and know that you are the cause and the solution of everything that happens in your life. I truly believe that. And if you adopt that mindset, the sky is the limit for you. Once again, y'all, if you're ever in the Tampa area, come by, drop into one of my events where I'm slinging donuts like Donut Daddy, and continue to support the channel. I greatly appreciate that, and we're gonna continue to build, and this is gonna be a journey, and I'm letting you guys into it. And I'm a full-time entrepreneur now, so I am full-time in the business of building myself, my brand, and inspiring others to do the same. Till next time, y'all, the future I see is up to me. I'll see you on the next one. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.